welcome back to Daily Transfer Update. It is Christmas Eve, people, so Merry Christmas Eve to all the people across Europe who celebrate Christmas Eve more so than Christmas Day. I hope you all have a wicked day with your families. And if you don't even celebrate Christmas, just enjoy the time off if you've got time off. Obviously, I'm English, so I'll be celebrating Christmas Day as opposed to Christmas Eve. And I'm just going to be chilling today. I will be back later on this evening doing my 5 o'clock stream and my 9 o'clock stream as normal. The 5 o'clock one, I'm going to do a combined 11 for Arsenal and Bournemouth. As stupid as that may sound, somebody gave me the idea in the video on the stream I did last night. And when I sat and looked at some of the players, I thought, you know what, we could actually do that. So that's going to be the 5 o'clock stream. 9 o'clock will be my preview for the Bournemouth game, which is going to be on Boxing Day. Christmas Day, I'll have a little video out there just after midnight tonight into Christmas Day, but then I'll be having the day off. That'll be where I'm chilling for the day. And then I'll be back at it on Boxing Day, starting 11 reaction and a live watch along with Goon at Eagle Eye. So go and subscribe to him. His link is in the description already. So if you haven't subscribed to him, fully do so. And subscribe to me if you're new as well. Listen, we're that close to 32k. But today we're going to speak about a couple of players. We're going to speak firstly about Kevin Volland. Now, Mikel Arteta is said to want Kevin Volland as his first January signing, which for me would suggest that Abba or Laka are going. This guy plays predominantly as a centre forward, but he can play on the right wing. He's left-footed. Left-footed players always, when they shoot the ball, it always looks a little bit better when they're left-footed. I don't know why. Maybe that's because I was left-footed, but yeah, I just think that that means that maybe Aubameyang or Lacazette could be going. Why would we buy him? Why would we go in and get him this January unless one of them is going? Because we've already got Martinelli, who's played mainly as a striker this season, although he does operate on the left wing as well. But we've already got Aubameyang, Laka, Pepe can play up front. I don't get why we'd go and buy him. Now listen, it's going to be quite a cheap deal. He's 27 years old. He's not the greatest striker on the planet. He's not even the greatest striker in the German league. He's only scored 5 goals this season. And I think he's gone 9 games in a row without a goal. This could be another Olivier Giroud on our hands. But all jokes aside, maybe he is somebody that we could do with. Maybe he is that different type of player up front, because we've got Lacazette, who's kind of short, stocky, hard-working, gets stuck in, wins headers, and then we've got the tall, skinny, lanky Aubameyang. Some people say I look like Aubameyang. I've got the body frame of Aubameyang. Got the teeth as well, apparently. but yeah, we've got 2 different types of striker, but they're very similar. I know that sounds completely stupid to say that, but for me they're very similar. We haven't got that guy that you can whip a ball in and he'll nod one in. Lacazette and Aubameyang don't really do that. They're more, I wouldn't say tap-in merchants, but they're more in and around the box. They can score the odd free kick. Laka's done that before, obviously, but for me, I think maybe now we could do with an Olivier Giroud, a Kevin Volland, somebody like that. Just to mix it up when it's not going so well for us. We haven't got somebody we can throw the ball into the box to. And, you know, when it's a tight game, when it's 0-0 and when we're struggling away from home or even at home in recent games, throw him on, put him up front. I don't know. But like I said, maybe that means that Laka or Abba are going. And I did the video the other day, got a good response to that video actually, because normally when I mention that we should sell the pair of them, people get the ump. Which is fair enough. You know, not everyone in the comment section on that video was happy that I was saying sell Laka and Abba, but most of you agreed for the good of the team going forward, get rid of them 2 and build the rest of the team because the money you'd get, etc. Now, like I said, Kevin Volland ain't going to cost a lot of money. Maybe that could be an addition to them 2 up front. I don't know, but listen, I'll start again, shall I? Let me know your thoughts on Volland. Would you take him at Arsenal? And let me ask you this as well. Would you take him at Arsenal at the expense of Aubameyang or Lacazette? And I know most of you are just going to think, oh no, it's Aubameyang and Lacazette. Think of it logically. He's got a different type of striker to them 2. Yes, he doesn't score as many goals as them 2, but at the same time, he is a different type of striker. He's not the guy that's just going to run down the channels and ping goals in for fun. He ain't that type of guy. That's an Aubameyang, movement in the box. Is he the guy that can run back into midfield, link the play and stuff like that? I'm not so sure he is, to be honest with you. I mean, I don't really watch Bundesliga, but when I have seen him play, he's just been the guy that wants to header the ball in the box, if I'm honest. Maybe I'm doing him a disservice. Leave it in the comment section down below and let me know what your thoughts are on Volland and whether you'd take him at the expense of one of the two we've got. Now, this one really excites me. This is a story that's come out last night. So obviously I'm doing that today, reacting on it today, and that is Wilfred Ndidi. Yes, Ndidi, I will take him at Arsenal all day long. Now, the reports that are going around suggest £40 million, which, excuse me, whoever wrote that story was smoking some high grade, because £40 million for Ndidi is too cheap. I've seen a report today that was that's suggesting that we throw Granit Xhaka into the mix as well. So we say there's 40 million plus Granit Xhaka for Ndidi. Now, if that's the case, I will fully drive to Colney, pick him up right now and drive him all the way to Leicester and then take Ndidi the other way. I will do that right now. If it means Granit Xhaka is gone from this football club, whatever it takes, I will go that extra mile. I don't even have a car, so I'll go and loan a car or rent a car, and I'll fully go and do that today. But yeah, £40 million in Ndidi. Now, what do we know about Ndidi? They're flying high with Leicester. He's been their linchpin in midfield. He don't score many goals, but I don't expect him to, the position he plays. Strong, physical, and when I say strong and physical, I don't mean body frame and size. I mean when he goes into a tackle, you know you've been tackled. He's full of running. He's high energy. He wins tackles left, right and centre. He tracks runners, most importantly, but his passing is what impresses me the most. His passing is quick and precise and decisive, and that's saying that Granit Xhaka's isn't. So I think that it's a no-brainer. Now, will he leave Leicester City to come to Arsenal? That is what you've got to ask yourself. Brendan Rodgers has got them flying high. I know they lost to City the other day, but he's got them flying high up the table. They're playing great football. It's fantastic to watch Leicester. They've got Jamie Vardy up front, who's the Premier League top scorer by an absolute mile at the minute. I think he's 6 clear of the next person. So yeah, they've got it rocking down at Leicester. Now, will he leave? I don't know. If Arsenal come calling, despite how pony we've been for the last 5 years or so, we're still a big club. And we are in London, the best city in the world. And yeah, I think that could be a goer. It depends how much Arsenal want him. Because we've all been here and done it before with the Luis Suarez one, 40 million and one. Let's not go down that route again. If you want a player this January, just go and buy him. None of this scrimping and scraping over 50p here or a pound there. Just go and buy the player. And Ndidi fits the bill. Can you imagine him in our midfield? Then we go and get a proper centre-back to partner Saliba next season. All of a sudden, we've plugged gaps that needed plugging. Then go and buy a left-back and a right-back. We're sorted. If you're getting rid of Aubameyang, then cool. Maybe Volland's the answer. Maybe Werner's the answer. Maybe somebody else is the answer. Cavani's available. Maybe go and get him. I don't know. He needs 107 shots to score a goal. But he'll work hard for you, won't he? But I don't know. One more thing I want to do. Leave it in the comments section and let me know about Ndidi. Do you think Leicester will accept 40 million in Xhaka? Or what would they accept? Leave it in the comment section, let me know. One more thing I just want to quickly touch on before I wrap this up. I see a lot of stories and a lot of people jumping on it about William Saliba. Why not go and get William Saliba in January? There were stories going around that we could potentially do that. Load of rubbish. We can't do that. And to be honest, I don't want him in January. He's already had 2 injuries this season. I don't want him to come into a more intense league, a more physical, high-energy league, and do another injury. So let's just let him see his time out at St Etienne, and then we get him fresh and raring to go for next season. Do we need to go and buy a centre-back? Yeah, I think we do. Depending on how much the club wants to spend, I'd go and buy Nathan Ake. I've said that before. That would cost at least £40 million. Go and do it. Anyway, there we go. I'll be back at 5 o'clock. Leave it all in the comments section. Let me know your thoughts on what we spoke about today. 5 o'clock, I'll be doing a combined 11 for Bournemouth Arsenal. That should be interesting. So I'm going to go and do a little bit of research on that. Put my team together. And I'll be back at 5 o'clock this evening. After that, I'll be back doing my preview at 9 o'clock this evening for the game on Boxing Day. And big up all the love. Listen, so close to 32k. Let's get that boxed off by the end of this video. So I will see you at 5. Laters, peeps.